everybody. Once again, welcome back to Sai SS Academy. This is me Ashwati Nair. Today I am going to take Chapter 3 Social and Political Life, Class 8. And the name of the chapter is Why Do We Need a Parliament? Next, we are going to discuss about the functions of the Parliament. First function is to select the national government. Okay, that means once the election to the Parliament have been take place, they have to follow some functions. Okay, that means first one is to select national government. How does a national government is being selected? Yes, when I am going to say about the selections of the national government, we already talked about how the members of the parliaments are elected, isn't it? Yes, now these members would sit across, and we know strength of the Lok Sabha is 545, in which 2 members are nominated. No. Yes, so remaining 543 members, that means I am going to show one example. Here 2 parties are there, A and B, and for the election the A, they collected the 300 votes and this B 200 not votes, seats. Okay, the A party, suppose there is 2 party A and B, and the A party they have the 300 seats and the B party they have only 200 seats. So which party have the majority of seats? Yes, the A party have the majority of seats, isn't it? And one thing you have to remember is that A party or the elected representative, at least they have the 272 seats, then only they can form the government. At least they need 272 seats. Okay children? Yes, here I said that 2 parties A and B, and that A party that they have 300 seats and B party they have only 200 seats. So here the A party they are going to form the government. Got it? That means they have the majority. So the majority party named A, they will form the government. Understand? Okay. So what we said? We said that this A party, they got the majority, so they form the government. And what happens to the B party? Yes, they formed the opposition in the parliament. Opposition, that means they oppose the majority party and they become known as the opposition party. Got it? They are known as the opposition party. Understood? And I am going to say another example. Look, another case. That here, no 2 parties. I wrote 4 parties. Party A, Party B, Party C and Party D. Okay. And this Party A, they won only 200 seats. And Party B, they got 180 seats. Party C, they have only 50 seats. And Party D, they have 100 seats. Okay. And already we learned that to form the government, at least 272 members should be there for one party, isn't it? So here nobody has this 272. So what will happen here? We have to form the government now. The elections are over. So what will happen? Here this A and B, they will join together. Okay. So A has 200 seats and B has 180 seats. So when they join together, they will get the 380 seats. So what happened? When the 2 parties are interested in similar concerns to form a government, what we call it as? We call it as the coalition government. Got it? Coalition government. Coalition means alliance. So alliance of 2 parties form the government, and we call it as a coalition government. Okay. So in this case, who becomes the opposition party? We need one opposition party to know. So who will become the opposition party here? Yes, Party D. Why? Because when comparing to other parties, these 2 parties join together and they form the government. When other party, this party has only 50 and the majority, here it is a D. So the D party will become the opposition seat. Okay, they are more in number after the ruling parties. Got it? Okay. Next, these people together select the executive. These elected people together, they will select the executive. We already learned about the executive in the first chapter, isn't it? We already learned about it. So what is executive? Executive is a smaller group of people who are responsible for implementing laws and running the government. Okay. So next, what is the next step? Yes, we already talked about to form the government, majority is required. Largest party in the opposition is the opposition party, and after that they have to select the executive. I already discussed the executive also, and after that the Prime Minister becomes the leader of the ruling party in Lok Sabha. That means Prime Minister becomes the leader of the ruling party. Whichever party finally appointed would nominate a Prime Minister. That means whichever party now that form the government, they will appoint as the Prime Minister. That means they will nominate Prime Minister as their leader. And this Prime Minister would further allocate ministers. And after that, when the Prime Minister is appointed, it is the duty of the Prime Minister to allocate the ministers to work, that means to work with him to implement decisions. Okay, and these ministers then take charge of different areas of government functioning like health, education, finance, etc. Okay, many departments are there now. Health, education, finance, etc., etc. Isn't it? So these ministers will they will take charge of that departments. Okay, next we have Rajya Sabha. Okay, Rajya Sabha has also, that means Rajya Sabha represents the states. Members of the Rajya Sabha are represented from each and every state. We know that. That means Rajya Sabha has the power to legislate a bill. Okay, Rajya Sabha can also initiate in the legislation and bill. Okay, that means for taking any decision, the Lok Sabha will take a decision and they will make a bill. And this bill is that passed to the Rajya Sabha. Okay, to become a law. This Rajya Sabha also have to go through that bill. Okay, so what will this Rajya Sabha do? They they will go through the bill. If all the bills are passed from this Lok Sabha, will go to the Rajya Sabha to become a law. That is the rule. Okay, so Rajya Sabha can that look after the bill, and what will we do? If any suggestions that they need for that bill, and any reviews that they have to give to this bill, again this bill will come sent back to the Lok Sabha. Got it, children? That means Rajya Sabha can alter the bill, can give suggestions and can review those bills and send it back for consideration of Lok Sabha. So the Rajya Sabha has also an initiative in legislation and bill. Okay, so these points we discussed. Prime Minister is the leader of the ruling party. Prime Minister select the ministers, and the coalition party also we discussed. That means if the two parties, one party has not getting the majority, the two parties of the equal concerns, they will join together and they will make the coalition government. And the Rajya Sabha can also initiate in legislation and bill. Hope you understand. Okay, next function, to control, guide and inform the government. That is the next function of the parliament. Okay, that means here comes the first question hour. Okay, the first thing we need to know here is the question hour. That means question means here all the questions are raised by the MPs. Okay, that means parliament session begins with a question hour. Question hour, this MPs raise information about the working of the government. Okay, they ask these questions to the concerned departments to answer those questions. Okay, they try to bring out the shortcomings of the government and brings the opinion of the people. Okay, and another important thing is about the opposition party. Okay, this opposition party also plays a crucial role in healthy functioning of the democracy. How? That means this opposition party is there, we know that, and is there the ruling party would, if the opposition party is not there, what will happen? Yes, if the opposition party is not there, then this ruling party will do according to the, got it? If nobody is asking anything to them, they will work according to them, isn't it? So here the opposition party play a critical role in the healthy functioning of the democracy. Means that they would highlight the drawback of the programs in various departments, and it will help to mobilize the support of the people. Okay, and in our textbook page number 38 it is there. Okay, you have to read it, children. That means this is a question hour, and the opposition party or the opposition member asking a question to the concerned MP, and the concerned MP is giving answer to his question. Just to go through that. Page number 38. You have to read it. Yes. And other important thing in the financial matter. Okay, to get that approval of from the parliament. That means to get the approval from the parliament regarding the financial matter is other important thing. Here in our textbook I showed that picture. Next our topic is who forms the parliament. As we said, parliament is formed by the representation of the people. These people would come from the various background. These people would come from the various background. Okay, various background means rural area will be there. isn't it? Urban area will be there. Then, yeah, majority religious people, isn't it? Majority religious group will be there. Minority groups will be there. Dalits or SC, ST, tribal categories, these peoples will be there, isn't it? That means other thing is that highly literated people will be there, and some undergraduate peoples will also be there. That means all those would represent the parliament. These all categories of people would represent the parliament based on the constituency they are coming up. Got it? And they would bring up the problem of their region. Okay, children? Yes. Next we have to discuss about the representation of women. 4% were in 1952. Okay, 1952, the representation of the women for the Lok Sabha was only 4%, and that increased now. That now it is the 14%, as that we had a last general election. When was the last general election? Yes, it was on 2019. No, 2019. This was increased to 14%. That means 10% of increase was there when we compared to the representation of women in 1952. Got it? That is the other interesting thing. That and other thing is that the newly elected, it is the 17th Lok Sabha, and this 17th Lok Sabha has 78 women members in the parliament. And other interesting thing that I have to discuss is that the education level of the member of the parliaments. Okay, in 1952, matriculated or the under matriculated people were there, but now we can see more postgraduates and doctorate peoples as MB. Got it? That means highly educated people are also now entering into politics. Okay, this shows the sign of the development in our country. Okay, children? Okay, with this we covered the third chapter of our social and political life, and stay tuned with my channel after subscribing the channel. Okay, bye.